Good morning, everyone. How are you doing? I have a message that wants to come through. Don't know who it's for. Don't know what it's about. But Spirit won't let me settle. They won't let me settle this morning. Tried to go out having my coffee. They were like, nope. We've got something that's got to come through. So we're just going to get into it, right? How are you all doing after that full moon in Capricorn? And with Saturn now retrograde. Being a Capricorn, I'm telling you, it's been hitting me. Sideways, front ways. Love this support. Spirit's reminding us that they are there. And if you need extra support, please reach out to myself, a counselor, anyone that you feel safe with. I'm hearing that you feel safe with. And then so here's the thing, when we say help, then we've got to get out of the way to accept that help. It might not be what we want. It might come in very dramatic ways. Thank you, Saturn retrograde. So I get what this is saying to me. But when we ask for help, we've got to get out of the way so Spirit can come in and do what it's meant to do, right? Like I said, it might not look like the kind of help that you want or that you thought, but it's coming. It's here. Get into receptive mode. Yin moon, the yin, the feminine energy. Get into the receptive mode. And synchronicity, the moon's moment. Synchronicity. Signs everywhere. I like that that's got the clock on it because of Saturn, being the planet of time. I'm hearing something about being spoon-fed all the information. But are we open to receive it? It's important to be open to receive it. I feel like I want to say, because this support card is reminding me of like the Three of Cups, the friend circle, the community that we surround ourselves in. Some of these messages that we're receiving, or maybe all of them, are coming through the people around us, the people that we surround ourselves with. So keep your eyes open for that. With that yin moon, I'm almost questioning whether this is going to be a divine feminine energy reading. So let's take a look. What do you need us to know, Spirit? What do you need us to know? Using the Archangel Power Tarot this morning. Well, that was quick. Four of Cups, Ace of Wands. Yeah, I'm seeing the Ace of Wands. It's being shown to me like a rocket. Something's blasting through our complacency, our regret, our disappointment. It's illuminating our disappointment. Showing us something new in that. Without Spirit. I'm getting the Tower energies. It's like blowing something apart here. And it's the lower energies that are being blown apart. But first I feel like they've got to come up to be illuminated. Like blowing apart illusion. Page of Cups, opening ourselves up for a new emotional experience. perhaps for even having a new perception on whatever this Four of Cups is for you, whatever it's been disappointing, whatever it's been lacking magic. Here's your magic. You know, the Ace of Wands being lit up, that big match, that striking the match. We've got the Magician here with the Queen of Wands and the King of Swords. I feel like this time is showing us a new part of ourselves. So I'm being shown someone walking in like a minefield, or let's take it down a little let's add a little brevity here. You know, like you're walking through your yard picking up dog shit. Just saying. And, you know, you've got to walk precariously. There's something about walking precariously here to get to where you're going. So whatever is coming up for you during this time, you know, as I'm recording it, it is the 15th of July, 2025. Saturn just went retrograde. Neptune's retrograde. Pluto's retrograde. Mercury's about to go retrograde. We're in the pre-shadow. And then we've got Chiron going retrograde this month as well. So deep into the retrograde season, you know, the internal dive, right? Going to be shown a part of ourselves. We're really going to see the mirroring of our experiences. And we've got to determine what's true and what's not true. And some of that stuff coming up, I wanted to say some of that shit coming up, but I changed it. So let's use that. You know, YouTube can say whatever they want when I swear, but whatever that shit is that's coming up, this isn't about turning a blind eye to it. It's about really looking at it, dissecting it. Sitting with it. If you've asked for help, if you've asked for guidance, and it's coming in the form of a bunch of old stuff coming up, it's on purpose. It has a very divine purpose. So it can remind you of who you are, why you're here, what you're here to do, remind you of your power. For many of us, it's about taking our power back. If you're new and you have headphones on, I do have an ostomy. I am not passing gas. Well, she's saying yes, I am, but I can't help it. There's no way to control her, so That magician keeps drawing me in. I'm getting the vibe of the hermit in a cave, just creating some kind of a concoction, like a Merlin energy, and coming out stronger, more powerful. And we do when the retrograde season does take us inward. It's the hermit energy. It's about going and communing within with your own divinity and coming out stronger and wiser, more perceptive, more perceptive. Strong feminine energy on the table here. 4 out of 6 cards are feminine energies. But I like even in those images, a few of them have a masculine. They have Archangel Raphael behind them. So, balancing out the energies. Balancing out the energies. Solutions. Temperance. Balancing out the energies. Deciding, knowing what energies are yours to dissect and what are not. Learning what's coming up for clearing or what's just coming up to just pass by and say it's leaving, Some of the stuff that's coming up, it's going to need us to look at it and dissect it and do the work that it's asking, right? Queen of Pentacles, yeah. Taking care of ourselves, nurturing ourselves, doing this for you, not for anybody else. Five of Gabrielle, 5 of Wands. Interesting. So this card says, a challenge you can resolve. Withdraw from drama from others. Withdraw from the drama of others and have patience with yourself and those around you. I can say, for me, that this is really trying my patience with others that I am connected with. My soul may have chose it, but my human did not. So it's bringing up a lot of 3D stuff. If tempers are flaring, you may be the one that needs to, or maybe your higher self is asking you to, temper your anger, your frustration, your disappointment, so you can see this more clearly. What is this 4 of Cups, Spirit? This disappointment. Chariot, it's leaving. It's an illusion. Death, peace in this card. Yeah, all that is just, it's past. It's something that's mirroring something to you. Just keep getting that mirroring energy, and I'm not quite sure where it's coming from here on the table with these cards, but I'm feeling it. Something is, whatever is coming up for you is mirroring something back to you, an internal something from the past, something that you've internalized, something. It's going to be different for everyone. You just shush up down there. It's just such an interesting vibe. And I'm surprised the Ten of Wands isn't out, because I'm feeling like the weight of the world is suddenly on my back. Just like I got, like, it's like having all my grandchildren on my back at once, you know. They all want a piggyback ride at once. There's something about, this doesn't have to be as heavy or as challenging as it may feel. There may be a masculine energy coming between you and another feminine energy. And that masculine energy is very manipulative, vindictive, brainwashing going on there. In your job, you've been shown the signs. You're seeing the signs. I feel like you are seeing the signs. Your job here is to rise above it, to remember who you are, why you're here, to use it to help you to release anything from the past, to bring your own energies into balance. You don't have to bring the connection between you and this other feminine energy into balance with this masculine. Both feminine energies are being asked to balance their own energies, maybe in a little different ways. Why is the Magician coming through with that illusion all of a sudden? Talk to me about the Magician. Ace of Cups, King of Cups. There's another King. You know, I'm getting a very specific storyline here where there is a masculine energy who is manipulating somebody's emotion, and I'm feeling that somebody is a feminine energy, male or female, but it doesn't matter, but it's definite feminine energy. They're using their own heart against them. This masculine energy is using their own, the feminine energy's heart against them. Very manipulative, very, like I said, the term brainwash, that's not a term that I use, but it's coming up. This masculine energy wants all of this feminine heart. They don't want her to give it to her family, to her friends. This masculine energy feels very petty, very wounded. They got one sticking up. I'm going to take a look at Eight of Swords. Yeah, it's an illusion. So if I'm talking to the feminine energy here, this feminine that is in the middle of this drama with a masculine, specific masculine air sign, Aries, Libra, or Gemini, specific, this King of Swords, this King of Michael is the one that's really pulling me in as the manipulative one. I almost feel like they're using the feminine's energy, taking on her own, like taking her energy and using it for themselves and making themselves look kind, caring, compassionate when they're really not. It's an illusion. I don't know where this is coming from, guys, but it's suddenly a storyline I'm picking up here. So who is this queen? This Queen of Pentacles. If this is a storyline that fits for you, I'm gonna continue with this right here with the Queen of Pentacles. There's another feminine energy here. If it's not another female feminine energy, this Queen of Pentacles could just represent where you're not feeling safe within your own mind, within your own heart, within your own body, within your own space. I feel like this masculine energy really dominates any space that you're in, especially when they're present. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, definitely could be Capricorn. Well, here we are. I'm a Capricorn. Could be the Devil card is a decision in this deck. It's releasing the past. Another one of releasing the past. But if you're a Capricorn and watching this could be resonating with you. But there's a whoever this is for, there's a decision to be made. Choose peace. Temperance. Choose peace. Death card. Choose peace. It says peace in this deck. Choose peace. There is a more enriching future coming, it says. Release yourself from that which holds you back, a need to detox, unnecessary worry based on a lack of self-confidence. So I feel like this King of Swords may be triggering an old energy that leaves you or whoever this is about, this Queen of Wands energy, Queen of Pentacles. I feel like they're very similar energies. They could be, but so it could be two different people with these two queens. It could just be one with the energy of both showing up here. I feel like it's to stay or to go. This decision. Oh, what's this? Yeah, Six of Swords. Stay or go. 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 Move yourself to a more peaceful place, whether it's physically separating yourself from this situation, whether it's mentally separating yourself from this situation, and dealing with only what's your responsibility, and leaving the karmic debris for this King of Swords to clear up for themselves. It's not your job. I need to say that to somebody. It's not your job to clean this up for them. Let them notice their own signs. Let them ask for their own help and then open to receive it. But you're opening to receive the nurturance, the guidance. And it's going to move you into a better mindset, a better heart space. Fill your own cup up and protect it. Don't let anyone manipulate your emotions. a really strong headache all of a sudden. What else do I need to know here? What else do I need to express? Ace, nope, I almost said ace. 5 of wands, or 5 of swords rather. Very manipulative energy. Very manipulative energy around. What's our advice? Best course of action here. 6 of wands in the reverse. Don't give it the energy it's asking. Don't feed it. You know, like that Native American saying. I don't know the whole thing, but which wolf are you gonna feed? 2 of wands, the Emperor, and the 10 of pentacles. It's about taking back your power, protecting your family, protecting your legacy. Time to make a decision. For some of you, you're going to be moving away from this very controlling energy. It could be a husband, it could be a father, it could be the father of your children if you're not, even if you're not married, but there's this Emperor. This masculine energy almost feels like it. The first thing they think about when they wake up in the morning is how they can manipulate you. Take your power back. I feel like it's a cycle that's been going on for a really freaking long time. It's a karmic cycle. Yep. Yeah. Yes. Ace of Swords. It's a karmic cycle for you to take your power back. Judgment with the new beginnings here. 10 of Wands. Take responsibility for only what is yours and leave the rest. Queen of Cups here. Take your, whoever's stealing your and manipulating your emotional body, take your power back. This definitely could be a husband-wife situation. Not the reading that I thought was going to come through. So let me pan out here collectively. Well, I can say this collectively. You know, a lot of karmic energy is coming up to the surface to be reviewed. We've got a second chance to do things a little differently. And when we take responsibility and stop carrying everybody else, then we can open ourselves up to receive this emotional abundance. This could simply just be, you know, it doesn't feel simple. I know if you're going through this, it doesn't feel simple. But this is an ego death. Collective ego death. I just heard that. Collective ego death. You get to decide. You get to decide. No one else gets to decide how you maneuver this energy but you. Take your power back. There's a lot about that coming up lately. Taking your power back. Any final words here? When we all take our power back and finally move forward and move on from any old triggers, any old emotional charges, any old, you know, especially if they're coming from other people that are, you know, just doing the job of showing us their wounds so we can see our own. We've got the 4 of Swords, heal, 3 of Pentacles, and the 3 of Cups. Yeah. Now, this is the community. You may have to find a new friend group, new tribe coming in, ones that are more like-minded, more not completely mirroring you, but they get you. They're on the same path as you. Their same healing path, the same, uh, you know, under the same umbrella of, you know, maybe a collaboration with someone who's not in the line of what you do, but they're in the scope of what you do. You get what I'm saying? So maybe not. So for example, if you're not a tarot reader, this is somebody who maybe is an energy healer, you know, maybe collaborating um, with others here, perhaps even for healing. I feel like it will heal when you surround yourself with people who see you, who hear you, who accept you um, for exactly who and how you are. Then that becomes the healing balm. I also want to say, you know, I want, give me one more on that King of Swords, because he seems to be the one who's the one yielding this karmic lesson here. Five of Cups, put him in the past. It's old energy. It's already in the past. Let's heal it, deal with it, leave it in the past. Everything is for a reason. Yeah, to get you grounded. Four of Wands, Four of Pentacles, to remind you to stay grounded, to remind you to stay centered in your heart space. Stay centered in your heart space. Guidance messages here before I leave. Mother Mary, ooh, I love that. Miraculous encounter. Divine experiences. Do not be afraid of being powerful. Yeah. I feel like once we take our power back, we're going to be given opportunities to step into that. Practice it. Buddha, heightened awareness. Make peace with your thoughts and your world. Yeah, whatever this is, just remove yourself from it. Not to spiritually bypass it, by no means. This is about, you know, the best way to, your best weapon is your inner peace. Don't let anyone steal it. And I've got this one coming out. Resilient spirit. Well, we sure are. Earth connection. Stay rooted in trust and faith. I think it's just a repeating message. Love that image. Love that image. Yeah. Saturn is retrograde for the next 5 months. We'll be out of Mercury's post-shadow around the 1st of September, I believe. Neptune, I'm not sure of. But during this season, just remember, you know, a few of these retrogrades will end prior to the next eclipse cycle, September, which is when everything that we've cleared and healed can be really eradicated. Is that eradicated? Is that the word I want to use? Eclipsed out, dissolved. That'll be the turning point. So between now and September, we've got some work to do. Oh, and I have a card. I didn't realize that was on the table. Let's see what she says. Trust the unfolding, Joe Fayal. There is no wrong path, only choices that take you closer or further from love. And that's the question to ask yourself. By engaging with this drama, this energy from the past, how can you use it to fuel you and move you closer to the path of love instead of away from it, right? because it wants to move you away from it. It wants to take your energy. It wants to manipulate your mind and your emotions. Don't let it. Don't let it. There's too much of that going on in the world. We didn't come here to play small. We didn't come here to be put back into boxes. We came here to break all of that and destroy it and to rise above it. So I don't know who this message is for. I'm sure we all can take bits and pieces of it for our own selves. But stand in your light, stand in your power. You don't have to be aggressive or assertive. Your power can be very quiet, very peaceful. Silence is an amazing, amazing weapon, right? Just do not engage. Ask it what it wants to say to you. Why is it coming up for you? And thank whoever the person is that's bringing it to your awareness. And do your work. You know what to do. It's not your first time around this rodeo, right? This is a karmic pattern that's been showing itself over and over again. But this one feels like it's come a distance. It's like this pattern hasn't shown up in probably more than a decade for some of us. So, but you know what to do. Yeah. All right. I'm going to leave it there. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day. And, yeah. You've got this. You've got this. Don't let it suck you back down. All right? I love you. We'll talk to you soon.